But I would like to address something, which was, Dana White made a public statement that if Phil Baroni knocked me out, he was going to be able to fight for the middleweight title in the UFC. And I thought that was pretty hilarious because I know that they're not going to call me to fight for their title because they're a bunch of idiots and I'm not going to fight for them and they know that. But, I hope that someday all these champions can get together and fight each other and these monopolies will not be controlling the sport. And people will be able to do their art for the people that love the art instead of for the people that want to make all the money. Because I made a good penny tonight, but so did everybody else on this card. And the artists got paid, and that's the bottom line. These guys are risking their life. I mean, look at my face, for God's sakes. Phil Baroni probably lost 1 million brain cells in that match, and he should be compensated for that.
Frank, a lot of people that have seen you fight since '99, since you walked away from the UFC, a lot of people who saw you at your height question your ability to win this fight and wonder what you had left. I was one.
But you're a hater, Josh. Let's be honest. Hey, come by my gym. It's what no one gets. Is I never stop training. All these guys run off and do their thing, and they try to be celebrities. I'm a martial artist, bro. It's never stopped for me. And I mean, you can see by my boxing skill, and you can see by my understanding of the game of fighting. It's just getting better. And as soon as my knee heals, and I don't know when that'll be, hopefully soon, I'm back at the game. I'm here full time. And before this, when there was only one company promoting it, I was the promoter, and I was the matchmaker, and I sold pay-per-view, and I put together the card. And sometimes I set up chairs and was the main event. Now I'm a full-time fighter, and it's an entirely different world.
Maybe we can cross Josh over. It doesn't have to be a hater. It can be a lover.
I'm going to slowly win him back. You'll see. I'm going to win them all back. People just forget because they see what's shiny and pretty on TV, but they forget about the artist and how hard it is. I'm an independent man. I don't let no one tell me what to do, and I stand by what I believe is right. And sometimes that makes me unpopular. But I don't really care. I'm happy.
I think a lot of people remember your fight against Tito, and they wondered where that was against Elvis and Brian Pardo.
Well, let me tell you, Elvis Senisic, I had separated my shoulder. I'd actually detached the tendon from my shoulder and couldn't lift my right arm for 2 weeks. I was able to lift it 2 days before the match, but with my illustrious deal with the, let's just call them the Japanese organization, I made a promise to fight, and I showed up to fight. Against Brian Pardo, I was the promoter for the event, sold the pay-per-view, made the card itself, took care of all the VIP tickets, and was the main event.
Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do this to Henzo?
What's that?
Why didn't you fight like you did tonight against Henzo?
I fought safe against Henzo. I knew that Henzo couldn't beat me, and there are a lot of stuff going on in my private life and in my business life. I was just getting myself available to become a full-time fighter. And with Henzo, I took the safe route. And that was, I absolutely knew that Henzo could not make more than 7 or 8 minutes with me. And just vascularly and technically, I knew that in 7 minutes he would crash, go anaerobic, and I would knock him out. And I took the easy way. And it was my fault, and I accept responsibility for it. The next fight with Henzo will be vastly different. I will stand him up like Phil, and I will smash him.
Talk about that fight. What it means.
But it's a fight. I mean, I don't care that I lost, and I don't care that I was disqualified. I care that the fans got robbed. Fans came there, a lot of new fans on Showtime who made a commitment to MMA. And, we ended a show like boxing. And I felt like the fans went, what kind of BS is that? And I know that a lot of fans got a bad taste in their mouth for what MMA was or was supposed to be. And tonight is what MMA is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fighting. And, it was my fault. I didn't mean to knee the guy in the head. There was a space open and I kneed. But, he needs to take better acting classes and he needs to man up and get ready to fight me again.
With your knee, how long do you think you'll be out?
I have no idea. The doctors, they don't know if I haven't had an ACL for 10 years or if I just tore my ACL, because they don't really know. I'm going to get a scope, they're going to look at it, and that'll give me a little better, but I fought on it. How bad can it be?
Frank, there's recently been some discussion about you potentially facing your brother in what would have to be a huge pay-per-view fight, but rather odd because you two have stated in the past that that would never happen. So,
Who stated that?
well, I've read reports saying
Don't believe
that.
what you read.
Don't believe
Okay.
the hype.
So you're saying it would happen potentially?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Okay.
Could Shamrock versus Shamrock happen? Absolutely.
What about
Maybe
Shamrock
we call
versus?
Blood Brothers.
Could
You
happen.
got the title picked out already, Gary? You have the posters for you?
Just about.
It could happen. All I know is the sport is about to go really mainstream. And we're going to need unique stories, we're going to need unique storylines, and we're going to need badass fights. And maybe that's a fight that helps us get there.
Another fight that everyone's been talking about, for as far as you are concerned, would be against possibly Kazushi Sakuraba. What do you think about that idea?
Man, I've been trying to fight that guy forever. And if I get a chance to fight him, I sure hope so. We come from the same lineage, and in the arts, that's very important.
Thank
I
you.
would love to fight somebody who has the same lineage of instructors and teachers and study as myself, and I have tremendous respect for him. I think he's getting old like me, but there's nothing cooler than old guys beating the crap out of each other, so might as well.
Frank, you gave an extra little push to Phil after you choked him out, and I'm just curious if that was kind of the culmination or manifestation of some of the frustration you felt from all this pre-fight bluster.
You want the truth?
Yeah.
He was heavy on top of me. He was squishing the life out of me. I was very tired. That's it. Although I did give him an extra little choke there to make sure he was asleep. I wasn't about to let him get back up and start swinging at me. Honestly, I had never had anything against Phil Bro. I never met the guy. I don't know him personally. I could really care less. He was a great opponent. And that's the bottom line.
Why did you kick him after he out?
He was laying on my leg